LPBW's Matt Roloff reveals Caryn Chandler took a step back in family's relationship amid feud. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel, USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. In the world of reality television, few families have captivated audiences quite like the Roloffs. Little People, Big World, LPBW, has aired for more than 20 seasons, giving fans an intimate look at the ups and downs of the Roloff family's unique lives. But behind the picturesque Oregon farm and the seemingly tight-knit bonds lies a web of tension, feuds, and complicated relationships that have recently come to a head. In a surprising revelation, Matt Roloff has openly shared that his longtime partner, Caryn Chandler, has taken a step back from the family amid an ongoing feud. This confession sheds new light on the state of the Roloff clan, and it leaves fans wondering what really happened to fracture this once close family. In this in-depth feature, we'll unpack how the feud developed, what Matt's statements really mean, how Caryn is coping, and what this could mean for the future of LPBW and the Roloff family legacy. To understand the significance of Caryn's decision, it's essential to look back at the roots of the Roloff family's tension. Once upon a time, the Roloffs presented an image of unity, even amid divorce and remarriage. After Matt and Amy Roloff divorced in 2016, the family dynamics shifted dramatically. Amy moved off the family farm and began a new life with Chris Marek, while Matt continued running Roloff Farms with Caryn, who had previously worked as the farm manager. Many fans noticed the undercurrent of awkwardness between Amy and Caryn. While they maintained cordiality for the cameras, behind the scenes, sources revealed an ongoing struggle over boundaries, communication, and trust. Tensions escalated further when Matt decided to sell a portion of Roloff Farms instead of passing it down to his sons, Zach and Jeremy. For years, the farm was supposed to be the Roloff legacy, a place where the next generation would grow up and create their own memories. But when negotiations fell apart, Zach and Jeremy expressed disappointment and frustration, leading to a major rift between Matt and his children. Caryn Chandler found herself in a uniquely challenging position. As Matt's partner and former employee, she straddled the line between family and business. Some fans have speculated that Caryn had influence over Matt's decision to sell part of the farm instead of keeping it in the family. Rumors swirled online that Caryn wasn't comfortable sharing the property with the extended Roloff clan. Though Matt and Caryn denied any undue influence, the damage was done. Relationships, especially between Zach and Matt, became strained. In various interviews, Zach hinted that Caryn's involvement made discussions more difficult. He suggested that business negotiations were sometimes handled with a lack of warmth or understanding, adding fuel to the narrative that Caryn was an outsider whose presence complicated already delicate family matters. In a recent episode of LPBW and in follow-up interviews, Matt dropped a bombshell. Caryn Chandler had decided to take a step back from the family drama. Matt explained that Caryn didn't want to be at the center of the tension anymore. She felt exhausted by the constant conflict, the public scrutiny, and the emotional strain of trying to maintain civility between Matt and his adult children. It's been really tough for her, Matt admitted. She loves the family, she loves the grandkids, but sometimes you have to protect your own peace. These comments revealed not just the depth of the feud, but the toll it has taken on everyone involved, especially Caryn, who never signed up to be a reality star or a lightning rod for fan criticism. As news spread that Caryn had stepped back, the LPBW fandom erupted with mixed reactions. Some fans expressed sympathy for Caryn, arguing that she was unfairly blamed for decisions that were ultimately Matt's to make. Others felt vindicated, claiming that Caryn was always a wedge between Matt and his children. Social media platforms were flooded with debates. Should Caryn have stayed out of farm negotiations? Was she unfairly villainized by fans and family alike? Or did she contribute to the feud by not establishing clearer boundaries sooner? Many longtime viewers pointed out that LPBW has always blurred the lines between reality and scripted drama. Some wonder whether the feud is played up for ratings, but sources close to the family insist that the heartbreak is very real. Amy, never one to shy away from honesty, has alluded to ongoing struggles with Matt and Caryn's dynamic. While she's moved on happily with Chris Marek, Amy has admitted that co-parenting and co-grandparenting with Matt and Caryn isn't always easy. Chris, meanwhile, seems determined to stay neutral, often playing peacemaker when tensions flare at family events. Still, the divide between the two branches of the Roloff family tree feels deeper than ever. Zach and his wife Tori have also made their feelings clear. After the fallout over the farm sale, Zach and Tori moved away from the Oregon property, settling into a new home where they're raising their 3 children. Zach has spoken candidly about the pain of watching the family legacy slip through his fingers. He's hinted that there's still unresolved bitterness, which has likely contributed to Caryn's decision to step back. Tori, for her part, continues to share adorable updates about their kids, often without mention of extended family gatherings, a sign that the rift remains raw. Matt insists he hopes time will heal old wounds. He's talked about wanting his grandchildren to grow up with memories of the farm regardless of who owns what. But critics wonder if the trust can ever be fully rebuilt. With Caryn stepping back, the immediate drama may cool, but it could also deepen the divide. Caryn has hinted that she and Matt plan to spend more time away from Oregon, perhaps at their Arizona vacation home. Some fans interpret this as a quiet retreat from the storm they helped stir up. Another question looming large is what will happen to Roloff Farms. While parts of the property have been sold or listed as short-term rentals, the iconic pumpkin patch and seasonal events continue to draw visitors. But without Zach or Jeremy running things, many wonder whether the farm can maintain its identity as a family venture. Matt has teased plans for further development, and even suggested that he and Caryn might build a new home on the farm, though recent events could put those plans on hold. At its heart, the Roloff family saga is a case study in how reality TV magnifies real-life struggles. Relationships that might have healed behind closed doors instead play out in front of millions. Rumors, online hate, and relentless speculation make even minor disagreements feel monumental. Caryn Chandler, once a private farm employee, became a central figure on a global stage, and now she's retreating to reclaim some normalcy. Is this really goodbye for Caryn? Some fans hope that time away will help her rebuild relationships on her own terms. Others believe she might quietly bow out of future LPBW seasons altogether, choosing instead to enjoy her life with Matt without the cameras rolling. In recent posts, Caryn has focused on family vacations, gardening, and time with her own kids and grandkids, proof that her world doesn't revolve entirely around the Roloff drama. Matt Roloff's revelation that Caryn Chandler has taken a step back is more than just a tabloid headline, it's a glimpse into the complicated, messy, and very human story behind Little People, Big World. As the show enters new seasons and the farm continues to evolve, the question remains, can the Roloffs find a path back to each other? Or will the fractures caused by fame, money, and family disagreements prove too deep to mend? Only time will tell whether the Roloff family's future will be one of reconciliation, or whether this chapter marks the beginning of a new era apart. LPBW's Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler reunite with Amy and Chris for first time since engagement. Little People, Big World fans were left stunned when Matt Roloff and his fiancée Caryn Chandler reunited with Amy Roloff and her husband Chris Marek for the first time since Matt and Caryn announced their engagement. After years of family tension, awkward moments, and complicated dynamics, this unexpected get-together on Roloff Farms has sparked renewed speculation about where the Roloff family stands today. The iconic Roloff Farms has long been both a battleground and a safe haven for the family, and this recent reunion has fans buzzing with questions. Are the Roloffs healing old wounds? Is this a fresh start for Matt and Amy, who have navigated life post-divorce under the watchful eye of millions? Let's unpack what really happened during this highly anticipated gathering. Before diving into the reunion, it's important to understand the complex history that makes any Roloff get-together headline-worthy. Matt and Amy Roloff, the original patriarch and matriarch of the family, divorced in 2016 after nearly 3 decades together. Their split wasn't just emotionally messy, it was also tangled with their family business, Roloff Farms, and their hit TLC show that turned their private struggles into public fodder. After the split, Matt started dating Caryn Chandler, who had worked as the farm manager for years. Many fans and even family members found the timing uncomfortable. suspecting that Matt and Caryn's relationship may have begun before the divorce was finalized. Amy later found love again with real estate agent Chris Marek, and they married in August 2021. Since then, the dynamic between the two couples has been awkward at best. They've tried to stay civil, especially for the sake of their kids and grandkids, but it hasn't always gone smoothly. That's what makes this reunion such a big deal for the LPBW fandom. Matt and Caryn announced their engagement in 2023 after years of dating. For some fans, it felt like an inevitable next step. For others, especially those loyal to Amy, it stirred up old feelings about how the family unraveled. Amy, for her part, didn't exactly jump for joy publicly. In past interviews, she's admitted that it's still weird to see her ex-husband with Caryn, given Caryn's role on the farm, while Amy and Matt were still married. Nonetheless, Amy has also stressed that she wants to focus on her own happiness with Chris and leave the past behind. So when Matt and Caryn finally decided to make their engagement official, many wondered, would Amy and Chris attend the wedding? Would there be drama over who gets invited? This latest reunion may hold the answer. According to insiders and eyewitnesses, the reunion happened during a family event at Roloff Farms believed to be an informal summer gathering. Photos show Matt, Caryn, Amy, and Chris posing together, surrounded by their grandkids and extended family. While they didn't exactly look like best friends, the atmosphere was surprisingly warm. Amy and Caryn, once rumored to be frosty toward each other, were seen chatting over drinks. Matt and Chris also appeared to share a few laughs, proving that they can keep things cordial for the sake of their blended family. Fans on social media quickly pointed out that this is the first time the two couples have been seen together since Matt and Caryn's engagement. The photo instantly sparked speculation. Was this a sign that Amy has fully accepted Matt's new chapter, or was this just a polite show for the cameras? Insiders say Amy has handled the reunion with her trademark blend of grace and directness. She's always been candid about how challenging it's been to share space and holidays with Matt and Caryn, especially in the early days of their split. In her memoir, A Little Me, Amy detailed how blindsided she felt by Matt's relationship with Caryn and how she struggled to find her own identity after their divorce. Over time, though, Amy has emphasized forgiveness, saying that letting go of resentment was crucial for her new marriage with Chris. Sources close to Amy say she's focused on her family and grandkids, and that she sees this reunion as a chance to set an example of unity without pretending that everything is perfect. Amy knows how much the kids want everyone to get along. She'll always show up for them, says one insider. Chris Marek has emerged as an unlikely hero in the Roloff family saga. Fans have often praised Chris for his calm, drama-free approach to family gatherings. Unlike Matt, who thrives in the spotlight, or Amy, who wears her heart on her sleeve, Chris has a knack for keeping things light. During the reunion, Chris reportedly spent much of the time making small talk with Matt about the farm's future and their respective travel plans. He also played with the grandkids, helping to diffuse any potential awkwardness. Chris really wants to see everyone get along, says a family friend. He knows the history is complicated, but he's there for Amy, and he'll do whatever it takes to keep the peace. Caryn Chandler has often been painted as the villain by some LPBW viewers, an unfair label she's tried to shake for years. While she mostly avoids public drama, Caryn has admitted on camera that being in the middle of the Roloff family dynamic can be draining. Now that she's officially Matt's fiancée, Caryn wants to move forward without the baggage of the past. Sources say she was nervous about the reunion with Amy, but came away relieved that things didn't devolve into icy stares or passive-aggressive comments. Caryn wants to plan her wedding without any tension, says one source. She hopes this reunion shows that everyone can come together for special moments. As always, LPBW fans have plenty to say about the reunion. Social media erupted with thousands of comments when the first photos dropped. Some viewers praised Amy and Matt for being mature and putting the family first. Others still harbor resentment on Amy's behalf, insisting she deserves better than having to share her space with Caryn. One fan wrote, "Amy is such a class act. She always shows up for her kids and grandkids, even if it means being uncomfortable." Another chimed in, "Matt and Caryn shouldn't expect Amy to play happy family, but she's doing it for the grandkids. Respect." One big reason the reunion happened at all? The Roloff kids. Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob may have gone their separate ways, but they share one goal: ensuring their kids, Matt and Amy's grandkids, grow up knowing the love of a big, blended family. The grandkids were the heart of this gathering. Multiple photos showed Amy hugging her grandbabies while Matt looked on proudly. Zach and Tori's kids in particular are said to be the glue that keeps the Blake foes' family from fracturing completely. So, will this reunion change the course of the Roloff family's future? Only time will tell. Matt and Caryn are busy planning their wedding, which could bring everyone back together under one, hopefully peaceful, roof. Amy and Chris continue to build their own adventures, traveling, hosting family dinners, and focusing on their marriage. If this reunion proved anything, it's that while the past can't be erased, the Roloffs are willing to try for the kids, the grandkids, and maybe even for themselves. Little People, Big World has always been about more than just a farm. It's about resilience, forgiveness, and the messy reality of family. This unexpected reunion shows that healing is possible, even when the scars run deep. Whether or not the Roloffs will ever be one big happy family is up for debate. But for now, fans can take comfort in seeing the original cast come together, proving that love and maybe a little awkwardness can bridge even the biggest divides. LPBW: Why Matt and Caryn think Zach and Tori are bad parents. When it comes to Little People, Big World, the Roloff family has never shied away from airing their personal struggles and triumphs for millions of viewers to dissect. But beneath the seemingly wholesome image lies a web of simmering tensions, miscommunications, and private judgments that have divided the family for years. At the heart of this latest storm, a bombshell rumor: Matt Roloff and his longtime partner Caryn Chandler allegedly think that Zach and Tori Roloff aren't doing the best job raising their 3 young kids, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. Is this just another tabloid twist? Or does this theory hold water? Fans have been speculating about the cracks in the Roloff family for ages, but this accusation feels more personal than ever before. In this deep dive, we'll explore why some believe Matt and Caryn question Zach and Tori's parenting, the family's complicated history, and whether there's any truth to the whispers. For nearly 2 decades, Little People, Big World has captivated audiences by sharing the day-to-day lives of the Roloffs, a family where 3 members have dwarfism. The show's original appeal was rooted in how they navigated everyday challenges with love, resilience, and an unwavering family bond. But as the kids grew up, got married, and started their own families, the dynamics shifted. Zach and Tori, once fan favorites for their sweet love story and honest parenting journey, have recently been at the center of the family's biggest rift yet. After a bitter falling out over the sale of Roloff Farms, Zach and Tori pulled back both from Matt and Caryn and, eventually, from filming. But what caused Matt and Caryn to allegedly doubt Zach and Tori's parenting skills? Much of the strain between Matt and Zach can be traced back to the infamous farm negotiations. When Matt decided to sell a portion of the beloved Roloff Farms, Zach assumed he'd be next in line to carry the legacy forward. But behind closed doors, talks quickly soured. Zach accused Matt of manipulation and poor communication, while Matt hinted that his son was entitled and unrealistic. Caryn, who has been by Matt's side for years, and was once a manager on the farm herself, reportedly sided with Matt. She became an easy target for fans who felt she was meddling and driving a wedge between father and son. The rift was so deep that Zach and Tori moved to Battleground, Washington, putting distance between themselves and the farm drama. But even after the cameras stopped rolling on this chapter, some believe Matt and Caryn never quite forgave Zach and Tori for their behavior during the feud, and that resentment spilled into how they perceive Zach and Tori's parenting choices. Caryn Chandler's role in the Roloff family has always been polarizing. Once a longtime employee of the farm, she and Matt got together after his split from Amy Roloff. While Caryn has been painted as a supportive partner for Matt, critics argue she's overstepped her boundaries as a bonus grandma. Insiders say Caryn, who helped raise her own kids, often has strong opinions on parenting. She's rumored to have shared concerns with Matt about how Zach and Tori manage discipline and boundaries with their kids. Some fans think Caryn sees Tori as too lenient, and Zach as disengaged, especially given his ongoing feud with Matt. Tension reportedly peaked during family gatherings when Caryn allegedly made offhand comments about the kids' placed blanks behavior, which didn't sit well with Tori. From nap schedules to screen time, everyone